Hey, what's up, guys? My name is Saurav, and this is my YouTube channel, Data Science Novice. If you are new to my YouTube channel, please do like and subscribe. Your efforts are massively appreciated. So, in this video, we are going to learn how to display image in a separate windows. So, earlier we were plotting image in Jupyter notebooks. So, now we are going to have a separate window or dedicated window for the to display the images. And later on, we will see how to draw rectangles on that window. And one thing is to keep in mind, we have to write all the code in one cell. And also if you are Mac user or Linux user, you will have to save the file as .py and run it from the command line. Because sometime you might face problem running this code from Jupyter Notebook. And if you are Windows user, you don't have to do anything. You can just directly run it from Jupyter Notebook. And don't worry about that. I will be showing you how to run .py file from command line. So let's get started. So first we import the required library, that is CV2 and NumPy. Next we are going to upload an image from the local machine. So make sure that the image resolution is low, else you won't be able to see the image properly because it will be spread over the screen if the resolution is very high. So calling cv2.imread method and we pass the file name. Since my Jupyter notebook and image is in the same directory, I don't need to copy paste the file path. So next we want to keep showing the image till the time user says something or do something. So for that we call while true. We want to display the image. So next we call the cv2.imshow method to show the image. And it takes two arguments. The window name, in this case we are going to call it cat, and the next we pass image itself. So next we make a exit condition. So let me write it first, then I will explain you. So calling if cv2.wait key and we pass 1, that is 1 millisecond. Then we use another condition, that is 0x equals to 27. So if this condition is satisfied, we call the break. So we break out of this loop. So once we are out of the loop, we want to destroy the windows which is showing our image. So we call cv2.destroy all windows to destroy the window. So the wait key function is saying that wait for 1 millisecond for each frame. And the next condition is just saying if user press escape key from the keyboard, break out of the loop. And then we destroy all the window. So first we will run this line of code on Windows and then I will show you how to run it on Linux or Mac. As soon as you run this cell, you will see a new window popping up in taskbar. Just click on that window and you will see something like this or whatever photo you have loaded. So this way we can display the image, and in later section we will be using this line of code a lot. So make sure to understand each and everything. And if you have any doubt, let me know in the comment section. Now let me do the same thing with my Linux system. So here I am in my Linux system with the same code. So first we have to save this Jupyter notebook as .py file. So click on file. Next we click on download as and you will have the option of .py. So click on that and it will ask you to save the file. So we are going to name this file as running. And sorry for the cropped video, I didn't notice that during recording. And once it is downloaded, go to that folder. So here we have our .py file. So just right click anywhere in this folder. You will have your terminal option. As soon as the terminal is open, we have to write Python and the file name. In this case, Python running.py. And this may take time if you are running the terminal for the first time. So here we have the same image displayed using command line. So the Mac users and the Linux user have to run the cell most of the time like this. So let's head back to the Jupyter notebook and now we are going to learn how to draw rectangles on the windows using mouse callbacks. So first let me remove the cat image. Instead we are going to use a black image so that our rectangles are more visible in that. So creating a new variable that holds the image, and next we use np.0 and passing the image size to create a black image. So next we have to connect the mouse to window so that we can draw a rectangle on that window using mouse. And we can do that with two lines of code. So first we call cv2.name window to create a name window that can be used as a placeholder for image and track bars. Then we pass the window name and it should be same as the one we created earlier. In this case, we are going to name it cat. Next, we have to connect the window with mouse, and we call cv2.mouseCallback function, which take two arguments. First, the window name on which you want to use, and next the function you want to call via mouse. In this case, we want to draw a rectangle. So now we are on the last step, that is we have to define the drawRect function. That is what this function is going to do. So in our case, this function is going to draw a rectangle if user press right button or left button on the mouse. So we define draw underscore rect, and this function takes few arguments. First, it takes event, then we have xy coordinates, and then we have flags and param. So now we have to define the first event. That is, if event is equals to cv2.events underscore, and if you press tab, you can see many events that can be used. But we are going to use left button down event. So that is, if user press left button down, do something. Next, we define what we want to do if user triggered this event. And in our case, we want to draw a rectangle. So calling cv2.rectangle, and this line of code should be familiar to you because we have already done this code. We are basically defining the parameters for rectangle, like where we want to draw. Then we define top left point and bottom right point, and then the color of the rectangle, and then we pass -1 for whether we want it to be filled or not. Next, we are going to create another event, that is if user press right button, draw a rectangle. So adding another statement, that is elif event equals to cv2 dot right button down. Since we want to draw the same rectangle, we are going to copy paste the code to save us some time. So let's summarize from top to bottom that what we have done so far. So first we created a function that draws rectangle based on the event, whether we press right button or left button of the mouse. Next we created a window with cat name. Then we connected that window with mouse callback. Then we created a black image on which we want to draw our rectangle. Next we display the image using while loop, and we break out of the loop using certain conditions. And once we break out of the loop, we destroyed all the window. So now we are going to run the whole code. So press shift enter. So here we have window and the black image on that. So just press left button or right button, and you can see that we are getting a rectangle, filled rectangle to be more precise. So this way we can create as many as rectangle on this image we want. Now to close all this window, we just have to press escape key from the keyboard, and this will destroy all the windows for us. So now we are going to experiment with this rectangle. This time we are going to pass 1 instead of -1. So let's do that and run this cell again. And now click left button or right button of the mouse, and you will see this like this type of image. And we will be drawing this type of rectangle a lot in our upcoming project. So just make sure you understood this very well. And next we are going to experiment with the length and the breadth of the rectangle, and to do that we just have to play around with x plus 100 and y plus 100. So you can choose whatever number you want. I am going to choose 200. And now let's run this cell, and now we draw the rectangle. We see that it's bigger than the previous one. So this way you can manipulate the dimension of a rectangle. So that's all for this video, and if you have any doubt, please do let me know in the comment section. And if you are new to my YouTube channel, please do like and subscribe and press the bell icon for the future update. So see you in the next video. Till then, bye, stay safe.